another podcast. This is of a Japanese animated movie that came out back in the 2000s, I believe. And it is Final Fantasy VII Avid Children. Yes, the anime movie. This is an hour and 41 minutes. So I want to see this, the Japanese version. I saw the English dub a long time ago. So I wanted to do this because I haven't seen this Japanese version. So let's see it together. There it is. To those who love this world and new friendly company therein, this reunion is for you. Cool. Snow, just like in the winter. That's in the game, by the way. This animation still looks great. $498 earlier. 498 years earlier. Wow. Love age and culture, man. I did play Final Fantasy VII, the original, not the remake that came out a few years ago. It's one of the most beloved games of all time. JRPGs. I don't know if Reno's in the game. I don't remember if he. I think it was in the remake or something. Intense. The live stream. Hold on. The Shinra Electric Company. I remember that in the game. Shinra. I remember Shinra from the game. The cutscenes in the game back in '97 were unbelievable, man. At the time. Genova cells, yeah. The Sephiroth. One of the coolest villains in Final Fantasy. He's got probably the biggest sword I've ever seen in any video game. There's Barret and Tifa. You got Yuffie, Anna, Aerith, was it Aerith? She dies. That was shocking back in the day. A main character dies in the first half of the game. Mm-hmm. These visuals are absolutely gorgeous, man. Gosh, if you haven't seen this, see it at least once. It doesn't matter which version. The animation's the same. Because this CGI looks absolutely stunning, even for back in the 2000s. Because the game came out in '97 when I was 12, and even back then the visuals just blew me away. I was like, this is one of the coolest looking games I've ever seen in my life. Of course, nowadays games look like realistic now on the PS5 and the Xbox One and the Switch 2. Like, I never played the game. Well, just do some research. I played the game. I didn't finish it. Look at this animation. Wow, just this and the Resident Evil animated movies are stunning to look at. I have one of those too, but I have it on Blu-ray, so. I love Asian culture. You guys know me. It fascinates me. I know some of the Final Fantasy lore. I played some of the games. There's Tifa. She's beautiful. She has that long, dark hair. I've seen a lot of people cosplay as her and Squall from Final Fantasy VIII, and of course, the main character is Cloud. No, I don't play Fortnite because I don't play multi MMOs. You know, multi online role playing games. I usually play JRPGs or things like that, or Pokemon, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts. I play things like that. Mm. She has a sexy voice, even in the Japanese version. I know it's a video game character, guys, but I've seen women dress up like that. I'm like, you look absolutely stunning. Again, it fascinates me. It does. Even stuff from China, yes, guys, it does. I know this is not Asian month, that's May, but I want to do some Asian movies this month. Because there's no accents here. There's just people speaking Japanese. Square Enix, yep, the company that made the game. Originally Squaresoft. There's Cloud. And it looks great. This animation, like I said, Oscar worthy, if you ask me. Final Fantasy VII, Advent Children. I'm so drawn in by the visuals. I'm just like, I can't believe this was actually made. And they don't do more of these. Because usually animes from Japan or China or whatever, or Korea, are usually like hand-drawn. They're not CGI. Tetsuya Nomura is the director. Because from an American's point of view, this animation is stunning. It really is. Like it's like living the game, but you're watching it unfold. There's this sword. You don't have to be a certain race to appreciate, anything in pop culture. Yazoo. I don't know Yazoo. There's the vehicle. That's cool. We're only 10 minutes in, and these visuals just suck me right into this world. Wow. Put the president on? Yeah, you don't want to know. Oh, Cloud, not your sword. It was a, an illusion. So real, man. Healing Lodge. Sometimes the visuals just suck me right in. Yeah, so suck on that, Avatar. You don't know what you all you have is visuals. You don't have a story to tell that you haven't told a million times before. It's like an anime, except it's CGI animation, not hand drawn. And I get it, guys. As a person that loves anime, and Asian culture, I get people's obsession with One Piece and Demon Hunter, or Demon Slayer, excuse me, Demon Hunter. That's something else, or K-pop Demon Hunters, or what's the other one? The Naruto. I get it. I understand. I completely understand. Anime gets you, it sucks you right into in the worlds that they build, and it's just a feast for the eyes, man. Let me tell you. Also, My Hero Academia. I know my friend Tevya likes that. Rufus Shinra. They talk very fast. Uh, Kadaj Skang. I'm a delivery boy now. That's what you think. Wait, I'm not gonna throw this. Cloud. Because with Avatar, just James Ca- James Cameron makes the same movie and just uses the visuals as an excuse to tell the same story. I'm like, no, you can't fool people anymore. The third movie is struggling to make its billion. It's gonna make a billion, but that's about it. It's not gonna make 2 billion because people are wise now. They're not stupid. When it comes to your visuals, that's all you have. You want to make CGI cartoons? You should have just made a cartoon. That's where Aerith died, yeah. Or Eris, it depends. This music is beautiful. Sounds like the Incredible Hulk. Dun, 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 dun. The show from the 70s. It does sound like it. Because I know what the Final Fantasy music sounds like. Tifa. Marlene, that's the name of the little girl. I met the dub voice of Tifa at Comic Con a few years ago. She signed my Kingdom Hearts 2 video game, Rachel Lee Cook. She's adorable, man. One of the nicest ladies I ever met. You don't believe it when you finally meet them in person. They're just people just like us. And and normally I don't like reading a movie, but if it's something Japanese, I usually do. At least once. Go throw this garbage out in here. There we go. The reunion. Granted, this is not as over the top as some animes that I've seen over the years, but it tells a decent enough story. Let's face it, a lot of people on YouTube love anime and Japanese cinema, shows, video games, etc. That's a cool image. That's an awesome visual right there. Him looking over the land. This takes place after the game, because the game Cloud was like a young man, and this this was years later. So a flashback. Hmm. Yes, a lot of these men have spiky hair. I guess that's a style in Japan and most JRPGs. Putting her gloves on. A fight scene. That's cool. She knows martial arts. The piano music is incredible. The camera angles and the fight scenes really well choreographed for something animated. Da, 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 da. That's from Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I remember that music. Da, 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 da. That's a cell phone ringtone. I do remember that music. Whenever you won a battle in Final Fantasy VII or VIII, you got that awesome music. Da, 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 da. Yes, that's fan service. Again, I recognize those tones because I played some of these games. Happy belated New Year's, John. Since I didn't show up last podcast, I want to say thanks. I'm glad that 2025 is over. Yeah, I'm glad it's over too, sci-fi film fan, because it was long and boring, and a lot of things didn't go my way. But so far, we're 2 days into 2026. It's a lot better. The weight of the world is off my shoulders. My birthday's next week. I won't be doing a podcast next Monday. A Moogle. I remember the Moogles. Koopa Koopa Koopa. We're 26 minutes in. This is Cloud with the shorter hair from Kingdom Hearts 2. He has blue eyes. He can sense Sephiroth's presence. To those flowers. Wow. See, this is art. I can appreciate it, and it's under 2 hours, which is great because the game. When I played 7, it takes like hundreds of hours to finish the game. That's why I couldn't finish it, and also I didn't have the walkthrough back then. Now they have walkthroughs all over YouTube for the original and the remake. No, this wasn't in theaters, mainstream in the U.S. Materia. I remember the Materia. Yes, the characters are usually emo. Very shilly shally. What does that mean? Him and Squall are very emo. That is. Whoa. Moogle. Hold you back, really? For that water. Denzel. That's usually a black name. The only black person in this story is Barrett. He's black, yeah. In the game. The moon. I remember that music. Aerith's theme before she died. There she is, Aerith. It's all in his head. These visuals are just spectacular, guys. If you've never seen this, I say watch it at least once. Ugh. Excuse me. Whoa. He stopped him with his foot. A black sheep. Get it? There's some characters that are missing from the story, like that big cat, and also what's his name, Vincent. He's not. I don't think he's in the story from the game. Unbelievable, man. Wow, good stuff, man. Really good stuff. No, not my cell. Oh, there's Vincent. Yeah. So he's in the story. I forgot. There, there he is. He has that cool coat. Yeah. Geostigma. I can make another Sephiroth. Yeah, I know. Does the villain really die? No. Sometimes they come back. A lot. I gotta open a window because it's getting too hot in here. Yeah, let me do that. Hold on. I'll keep the movie going, but I gotta open the window. This movie's so addictive, man. I gotta open a window. Johnny J. Yeah, I love their voices. The voices are really cool. Of course, there's a battle they fought. It's a Final Fantasy story. If there's a Final Fantasy game out there that you don't fight, then it's not a Final Fantasy game. Yeah. Every single Final Fantasy game from way back in the 80s when I was a kid, when the original came out, it was fighting in every single game. From 1 all the way to like 15 or 16, whatever they're up to now. There've been so many of these games. I, they called it Final Fantasy because they thought it would be the last game that we'll make, but it stuck, and people still play it to this day. For over 40 years, those games have been in our zeitgeist here in the US and Canada. I know. It is hard to share your life with other people. I get it, Tifa. It's 10:35 and we're 42 minutes into the film. We're about a third of the way through. At least it's not too long because the game is very long. You're not going to finish the game in a day. I guarantee you. Either version, the original or the remake. Okay, this is a dramatic fade out. I'm dying. Just crack it a little bit. Okay, back to the movie. I'm dying, but hey, Reeve. Who's Reeve? Sorry about that, guys. I had to open my window. It's so stuffy. Yuffie. A flipper phone. I haven't used one of those since the 2010s. Dramatic fade out. Again, these visuals, man. Mwah. The people that worked on these are artists. They took the game visuals from the game and put it into a narrative, and it works. Look at the crowd. Talk to the hen. There's Tifa standing in the middle of the square. .360 shot. This movie makes me want to play the game again, but I have no way of playing it unless I get a PS5. He has red hair. So it's funny how much expression they can show on just their faces. Yet Disney can't even do that anymore most of the time because their people look fake in Elio and all that. He's coming back, I know, Sephiroth. He's so hard to beat in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Avatar. Hmm. History usually does repeat itself. Feeling remorse? I don't know. Kokai? This score is really good. This has made this would have a force of diversity, yeah, or gay characters that are not even in the game. That's one of the summons in the game. I don't know if that's Bahamut or Ifrit, or one of the weapons from the game. Yes, there's these giant creatures called weapons. I remember, guys, it's all in here. My uncle used to play these games all the time because he's fascinated by Asian culture as well. Mm-hmm. These visuals are fantastic, man. I forgot how awesome video game movies can be when they're faithful to the source material. This is way more faithful than a lot of other movies. Uh-oh, the beam. Damn. I think that's Bahamut. Unbelievable, man. That this was made and didn't have a $200 million budget. Let me take this off because I'm hot. I'm burning up alive. It's so hot up here because I put the heat on. Even though it's not that cold today. Ugh. Much better. Had you guys just call it a day? No, then the movie would be over. We got another 40 something minutes to go. This is a PG-13 movie, so there's no F-bombs here. At least nothing's closed early today because it's January 2nd. Did the sign just fall on his head? Yeah, I get that. Slapstick. See, you don't have to translate that. I know what slapstick is. When someone gets hit on the head with a sign. That should have killed him, but again, this is a fantasy world. It literally has the word fantasy in the word in the title. He got hit with a sign. He's not bleeding or nothing. No concussion. Just oh. These fights are pretty epic. Midgard, I remember that in the game. I wonder why they never made a Final Fantasy VIII movie. That would have been cool because the game was really awesome. That one I finished, and it took me months to finish. There's Barret. It's funny, a black man speaking Japanese. Hey, there's Red 13. I remember him in the game too. There's the cat. I remember the cat. The cat and the giant Moogle. The fat Moogle. There's Yuffie's, there's Yuffie, the ninja Yuffie. Hey, Yuffie. There's her. She's cute. She has those shorts. Yeah. That's Yuffie. Yes, some of these characters were ported to Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, and now 4 is going to come out. It's in like another year. Yeah, there he is. Sid. Again, you never played the game, kid. I did. So I remember a lot of these characters. And there's Cloud on his awesome bike. Yeah, this kid can't fight, so let the adults do it. There's Vincent's gun. This is a cool fight scene. It's like the Matrix. It's like the scene in Superman when they're fighting that giant kaiju creature, but there's more people fighting in this scene. This cape looks awesome. It looks like Spawn's cape from the Spawn movie, but not. It actually looks competent rendered here. There's two swords now. This music is amazing. We're an hour in, and I wasn't bored at all. That was fun. So it's a summon. It's got to be Bahamut. This is awesome, man. I can't believe it took me this long to see the Japanese version of this. It's still just as mind blowing as it was when I first saw the English version. Because again, I usually watch the English version of something, but since I don't want to hear accents in some of the animes, I'll just see the Japanese version for at least a month. Because the year just started, and I want to start off the year right. Fly. Wow, it just went right through. Aerith. That was awesome. Really cool scene. Yeah, more screaming because again, it's like an anime. They have to do a lot of yelling. If you've seen Dragon Ball Z or Naruto or Pokemon or Digimon or whatever, they usually scream at least once in an anime. This movie is so artistic, man. Upside down shooting, definitely JRPGs. They don't do that anymore. Now people just shoot erect. They don't shoot in the sky, upside down. I just love these visuals so much. The cover doesn't do justice to how beautiful this movie is. Like visually, it's absolutely stunning. It puts James Cameron's Avatar movies to it gives it a run for its money. It really does because like these visuals just blow my mind that this was made years after the game came out in the 90s. Do not enter. I read that. Yeah, some signs in Japan are in English, so we can know what's going on. I do have Google Translate, so it is like The Matrix. So The Matrix took a lot from Final Fantasy VII. So the Wachowskis probably saw a lot of anime, video games, and other things to get the ideas for the martial arts and the Matrix films. All four of them took a lot from Asian culture, guys. Let me tell you, they did. Original idea, my bum. They saw a lot of anime and video games to get their ideas, especially this scene, because this is straight out like the Matrix Reloaded or Revolutions or something like that. Yeah, that is awesome. That was really cool. This the slow mo and everything. Just this is a feast for the eyes. One of the best animated movies of that year, easily. Yep, cut that with that sword, dude. This does not disappoint when it comes to the visuals and the action and even the story. I would love to get this signed at Comic Con, but for somebody that's worked on this movie, even the dub actors, wow. Even the music, it sounds like The Matrix. We're an hour and 7 minutes in. Shinjaro Teishu. Yeah, he has a cool voice. He has a very deep animated voice. He should have been dead when he got hit by that sign, but again, it's a movie. I can suspend my disbelief. We'll just lie down. His armband. Wow. I feel like I'm watching this for the first time. Well, yeah, the Japanese version. But either way, the visuals are stunning. Even in the English version, I'm like, yes, he does that a lot. A lot of screaming. You're in trouble now. Okay, that was cool. Water. He healed his arm. The healing power of water. Look at that sky. He has a sword too. A lot of these characters have swords. Well, Tifa has her fist. Yuffie has that ninja star thing, boomerang. Barrett has the gun, and Red 13. He's a I think he's like a tiger or something. He uses his claws. Vincent also has a gun. I remember the materia in the game. Sid has like a staff, a big stick. He's an avatar of Sephiroth. Vincent has the coolest cape. I love his cape so much. If I see somebody at Comic Con dressed up as a Final Fantasy character, I want to take a selfie with them. Sexist. 2 years. I'll give him. I'll give him 10 minutes. 74 minutes in. I have the high ground. Here he comes. Sephiroth. Dun, 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 dun. That's the most scariest music in any Final Fantasy game. Dun, 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 dun. Sounds like the Psycho theme. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that music is so triumphant. Unbelievable, man. He is the coolest villain. This music is fantastic, man. The Japanese deserve so much credit for that music. Don't go cutaway. I want to see the fight. Sephiroth. Oh, that music is so epic. Sephiroth. This is one of the few villains that has a theme song that just everybody could recognize it just by hearing those lyrics, man. Sephiroth. Yeah. It's like the Duel of the Fates theme in the Phantom Menace. So recognizable. Oh, that choir is just fantastic. Suffer. Sephiroth's sword is thin, but it's very long. Unbelievable, man. Despair? I don't have despair. That's a cool voice. Slow mo shot. Wow. I'm just blown away, man. I highly recommend this movie if you want to watch it at least once. Even if you've never played the game, the visuals alone are worth it for to watch. It's an epic battle. It's not too short. You got my shoulder. Should have went for the heart. There's some blood, but it's not too graphic because the game's so epic. Oh man, that's so cool. It says Limit Break. Oh, that's so freaking awesome. Oh man, the Japanese deserve all the credit, man. They know how to make art, guys, and they don't shy away from it. They don't. There's his wing. Oh, will never be a memory. Yep, and he disappeared. Yeah. That was freaking awesome, man. He has that one wing, and that this fight was just epic, absolutely epic. If I saw this in the theater, I would have cheered because it's so awesome. I can't wait to see Mario in April. That's gonna blow my mind too, because the first one, look at that poster. It's still on my wall. It was one of the coolest experiences I had in the theater in the past 3 years. because I know Mario like the back of my hand because I played nearly every game in my childhood. The rain. That's also in the Matrix. Revolutions. If there's a fight in the rain, goodbye. The healing power of rain. So the fat Moogle's not in the movie, but the cat is. The cat and Red 13. Arigato. That's thank you. Yeah. The rain feels good when it's really hot outside, but it's cold outside. It's 11:19. Aerith. Wolf. The healing power of water. Yes, Red 13 can talk. Feel that water on your hair. It's a beautiful looking film, man. Aerith. Beautiful girl. I really enjoyed watching this again. It's been years. You're not alone, Cloud. No, you're never alone. Most of these JRPGs have a lot of characters in it. Good characters. And that was the Final Fantasy Advent 7 Advent Children, man. That was awesome, man. A awesome cast and great visual artists. The fight scenes are incredible. The story, if you never played the game, you're going to be a little bit lost. But if you do research, it's worth your time, man. This is one of the coolest video game movies ever made. Definitely before, you know, the Mario movie came out and all that. Now it's common for these movies usually to rock when they're faithful to the source material and don't just draw away from it. So thanks for watching, guys. I had a great time watching this. Tomorrow I'll be doing a shorter movie. Not an animated movie this time. It'll be live action. Trancers, the first one. I haven't done the first one. I know it's after Christmas, but who cares? There's people that still got their Christmas decorations outside. So see you then. Yeah!